Hey strangers, welcome to the strange universe, where it's not about becoming someone new, it's about remembering who you've always been. If you watch this channel, you know I talk about life and how it seems to be moving so fast. Like we're sprinting and sprinting, but never arriving at our destination. Well, I want you to stick with me until the end of this video because what I'm about to share might not make sense right away, but by the time we're done here, you just might feel something slowing down. You might see how slowing down doesn't mean falling behind. It might actually mean you're finally catching up to yourself. That's strange, right? Because maybe the reason why we're all anxious isn't because there's something wrong with us. Maybe it's because we've been living under a false sense of urgency for far, far too long. Maybe we've been trying to outrun the very peace that's been quietly waiting for us to just slow down. But first, you know the deal. And I'm going to change it up a little bit because I had the pleasure of doing an interview with Alana Tracy, who's a breath and sound coach this weekend. So I recommend that you guys watch that because she really talks about some of the very simple things that we can do just coming back into presence, right? And she says that we should breathe in love and we should breathe out whatever our problem is. And I kind of like that. So I'm going to make a little bit of a, let's call it Cosmic Reset version 2. So the world is a strange place. It keeps us sick, it keeps us busy, and it keeps us distracted. But right now, we're going to do the Cosmic Reset. So in a moment, we're going to take in a deep breath of love. We're going to think about whatever it is that's weighing us down. It could be a bill, it could be deadlines or expectations, just a mistake that I keep replaying over and over in my mind. So go ahead right now and take in a deep breath of love and wrap that thing in your breath and release. Doesn't that feel better? I know it does for me. Okay, perfect. Now, I want to talk today about slowing down. It's hard not to notice how fast the world moves. I mean, we see it all around us. 24/7, something is going on. Everything is now, now, now. I mean, look at Amazon will deliver whatever I want from anywhere in the world the next day. It's all about more, better, and faster. Technology just is skyrocketing, and we all need to try to keep up. Our minds scream that if we don't keep up, we're going to fall behind. But here is the strange truth. What if I told you that peace, it can't live at high speeds? Oh, I mean, it can for a while, but it's not meant to be a permanent state the way that it is today. And happiness and presence and peace of mind, well, they can't live at high speeds either. You can't rush your way into feeling comfortable. Most of us, we carry this silent pressure, right? And it comes disguised in the form of needing to be somewhere else, maybe even to be someone else, right? To be more together than we actually feel. But underneath it all, we're tired. And I'm not just talking about physical tired, though I am talking about that too. There is a toll that the body undergoes. But there's a deeper exhaustion, the kind that comes from always being on. And it creeps in quietly at first. It starts by feeling like you can't sit still, like you're late for something, even when there's nowhere to be, like your mind is sprinting, but your body is just sitting in the chair. And that's just the game anxiety likes to play. You see, it loves you to be busy here. It thrives on the rush of thoughts racing through our minds. It thrives in the chaos of all of the distractions. It feeds off the feeling that you should be doing something, anything more than this. And some of you, the multitaskers, the workaholics, and the moms, right? You've gotten pretty good at doing this. But here's the truth. The faster you go, the more things you try to do, the later you inevitably arrive. And the slower you go, the more present you are. Science shows that you actually get there sooner. Strange, right? I know. I can hear you already. Pete, what are you talking about? But stick with me, because what I'm telling you here is real. If you slow down, you can actually create space. Space to breathe, room to think, and the presence to actually be. To be present. It's only in our nonstop racing mind where we become trapped. But if you free yourself, well, then anxiety can't touch you. But a mind that never slows down, well, anxiety never leaves that mind alone. And it's not your fault. I'm not saying it's your fault, because we all live under so much false urgency, right? The news at 10, or I guess that's me showing my age. I guess today it would be scrolling up and down on Twitter or X. It tells us that everything is on fire all the time, 24/7. In reality, most of it isn't, right? Most of it doesn't matter. Not to you. And most importantly, all of it can wait. You can wait. I mean, think about it. Your breath doesn't need to be rushed, right? If it is, something's probably wrong. Your heartbeat doesn't need to be rushed, right? Again, something wrong. Your well-being doesn't need to be rushed. So pay attention. When we act from these false states of urgency, we usually trip ourselves up. We end up making mistakes. We forget things. Some things are simple, my keys, but some things can be really big, like important meetings or spending time connecting with loved ones or out in nature. That's what anxiety does. And then once that's happened, we've actually now created real urgency, right? There are things that we could have avoided if we had just paused and we had slowed down. Nonstop action is anxiety's best friend. But slowness is its enemy. It's its nemesis. If nonstop action were Superman, slowness would be kryptonite. If you notice that every time you stop and actually take in a slow, deep breath, when you read something slowly so that you don't miss the important details, when you go out and you take a walk with your dog in the park without checking your text messages, responding to emails, or adding something to your calendar, suddenly life, it doesn't feel so heavy, so fast, right? So I want you to try this. The next time that you feel anxious, like there's something that you should be doing, just stop. And like Alana points out, come back to your breath. Place your hand over your heart and just be present. You are safe. You're okay. When your mind begins to race and you think that you should be doing something, anything, place your thoughts on the gratitude that there's always time to do everything that needs to be done in the future. But for right now, take in a breath. Put your hand on your heart. Be here now. And when you're busy, caught in the daily routine, taking the clothes to the laundromat, picking up groceries, getting the kids, going to soccer, right? Speak with a little more attention when you get a chance to connect with your children, with strangers, and yes, even with your dog. If it's a quick walk on your lunch break, just come back to the breath. Come back to your heart. Be present. And I want you to just watch. Watch what happens. Your stress, it will drop. You'll avoid mistakes. The same mistakes you would have had to go back and waste time correcting. So you'd be getting places sooner. And when you take the time to do this, a miraculous thing happens. You end up where you were going with a lot less stress along the way. And if you slow down even more, and I know this is a little advanced, but like really start slowing down, you might even start to touch stillness. And I'm not talking about boredom, but stillness. The stillness of your mind, of your environment. You can visit this place inside of you where nothing is chasing you. And you are not chasing anything either. And that's arrival at a destination we should all be trying to visit. That presence, that serenity, that aha feeling. We only occasionally feel it. But you can actually cultivate this feeling. You can get it more and more with practice. You can expand it. You can make it longer if you just slow down. So take the time to waste a moment. And once you've touched it in the chaos, even for a moment, you realize something that's really, really powerful. You're not late for anything. There's nowhere that you need to be. And that you have found what you've been looking for this whole time. You've arrived at peace. So if this message stirred something in you, I want you to drop a comment below and tell me what's one small way that you can slow down. And subscribe and stay with us, because you don't have to do this alone. There is a community that we are building here that supports you. So I want you to remember, and don't ever forget, you are strong, you are peaceful, and you are loved. I love you.